I want to talk to you a little bit about the stock market. Yesterday, it plummeted. Some people are saying that this is it. This is it. I don't think it is. I think this is a natural correction. I don't think this is the big crash, but I want to go over all of the ins and outs. The first one, wages, business expansion, those things are going up, which means the company's profit margins are going down. That is a sign for investors to go, okay, they're not going to make as much money, so I'm not going to invest so much because their profit margins are going down. That's normal. The next thing, the rising interest rates. We are looking at 4 Fed hikes this year, plus the amount of money that is going to be spent because you're getting a raise, you have a tax cut, the companies are repatriating about $2 trillion that they had offshore and bringing it back in. The Fed will raise the interest rates, and that's spooking the market. The third one is what really bothers me, scarce capital. Now, what does that mean? There's scarce capital for one reason that we've never seen before, and that is our government spending. The government is borrowing $1 trillion of money. It's the largest ever. It's like an 84% increase. Who's buying that? Remember, China sent out a warning, we're not buying your bonds anymore. And then they quickly said, oh, yeah, we're fine. But they've dramatically slowed the amount of bonds that they're buying. So who's buying them? Japan? Look at the condition Japan is in. Let's say there's some friend of yours and you've loaned them an awful lot of money for their business. Now they're starting to become reckless and everything else, but you've got so much money into it. He comes to you and says, hey, you know, I've got to borrow some more money. And you're like, dude, I don't have much more money. Well, if I go under, I can't pay you back. Now imagine the conversation that you have with your wife. Honey, he's going under. We've got to give him more money. If we don't, we're going to really lose an awful lot. So you have that conversation. You give him 1 or 2 more loans. And then he comes home and he's got a brand new car and he's bragging about it. And you're like, dude, what are you doing? He keeps spending money like on stupid stuff. That's America and the rest of the world. The United States government is now in competition for $1 trillion. Would you rather have the United States government have that $1 trillion so they could spend it, or businesses borrow that $1 trillion, which you're not on the hook for, and let them expand and hire new workers and create new stuff? I'd rather have the business have that $1 trillion than the government. Our federal debt will be at least $23 trillion by the end of this year. If we don't get our federal spending in order, we do not make this corner. You cannot reduce taxes and increase spending, especially after you have printed $4.6 trillion, something the world has never, ever seen.